Hi everyone, Juni here. So the Steven Universe movie came out, and I went ahead and made some designs for it, especially for Redbubble. They asked everybody that has done fan art for Steven Universe before to go ahead and submit some designs so they could feature them in their site. And I watched the movie, and there's gonna be spoilers here, so you know. So if you haven't seen it yet, go do so. And let's continue with my screaming about the Steven Universe movie and the design that I did. Here we are in the future. So, my first thought was to draw Steven a little bit older, like much older than in the movie. In the movie, he's about 16, and I wanted to make like a much older, like 20-something Steven. And so I went for body type. I used Genki, the bear from Saint Seiya, as a reference. He's muscular and thick, and because I assume that if Steven grows up a little bit, he's not gonna get slender, but he's still gonna be like beefy, you know, like he is as a kid, since he's much more active than his dad and everything. So the first thing I did was give him a beard, and then I was gonna go with a regular hairstyle, but then I wanted to make it a little bit more Saint Seiya, like 80s anime. But it wasn't working out with the way that they draw his hair as it is, just like around it, like rounded blobs. So I went ahead and changed that in the end, and I made it more like a regular Saint Seiya hair because it's still curly hair anyway. And so for Bonnie, she's Indian, and I wanted to go ahead and also don't do like a more grown up Bonnie, and I love the references they use on the movie, the Akira breaking thing. So I wanted to do like her hand, and I was having trouble drawing the hand, so I just took a photo of the little reference, little model that I have, and I went ahead and drew her hand like that. I just traced over it. Practice, people. I need to practice more clearly. Um, so yeah, so I went ahead and did a slightly older Connie than the design that they do, and I wanted to maintain her curly hair as well. So I did that. That's why I have all the little curls, and I gave her boots, and I used the same outfit as in the drawing on the left there from the movie. And I love her sword from the last episode, and I went with that. And then I also wanted to do Lion because I just love Lion. Lion gives me life. Every scene from the beginning that I saw it, from the first time that I saw Lion on the series, I was just sold on the show. And yeah, Lion just gives me life with every little thing that he does. He's just adorable. So I went ahead and did this drawing of Lion, and then I went ahead and started adding the ink. But for the record, by the time that I was doing this, I hadn't seen the movie yet. If I seen the movie, I would have used first spoiler for the movie. I would have done the fusion between Steven and his dad. I think I might draw him anyway. Super sexy, the fusion between Steven and his dad. I was not expecting it at all, and my jaw dropped because I didn't think it was possible. Since his dad couldn't fuse with rose quartz in the series. But I guess since Steven is half human, he can just fuse with whatever human he has a strong connection with. And I also like that they separated like at first fusion just seemed like a metaphor for like a romantic relationship, but now it's more like any kind of strong bond. If you are a gem, you can fuse as long as you have a strong bond, a strong connection, a good relationship. Basically, all kinds of love, familiar love, friend love, and romantic love. As long as you have one of those, you can fuse, I guess. So yeah, like we need to get our mind out of the gutter a little bit. I think that was the whole point of doing that. But yeah, um, so anyway, the Connie design, I I wanted to draw her on a strong pose and just more like relax. Um, and I love her sword. I know that showed up on the ending of the last season finale, and I thought that was the end of the series before they announced the movie. But apparently, I read that they're working on a new season after the movie, so I'm kind of happy that they did the whole time skip thing. Um, so sorry that I keep jumping between both designs. I like to do both almost at the same time. That way, I don't get bored, and I keep like a consistent style or ink uh, style, like an inking girth for the lines. And the other thing about the movie that really impressed me was the villain. Spinel was just super relatable. If you've ever been stabbed in the back by anyone, you will relate to her from the get go. apparently Steven's mom, um, Pink Diamond, just told her to stay put and then just left her there. Uh, and he never came back, and nobody ever came back. So the moment that she saw that the Steven had changed everything and got his happy ending, she was just bitter, and she came back steaming, and it's just a really cool character, especially since the design that they used for her is very 1930s animation. So she has a very slick and bouncy style, and she also uses like that style is not just that, it's also like part of her power set. Like she can stretch, and it's kind of like a one piece fight the whole time. The movie had amazing songs. Uh, like like I just keep singing the different songs, going back and forth. From Here We Are in the Future to Her Other Friends, and it's just wow. So here I'm doing the colors. So for the color choices, I mostly use the colors from the show itself. Like I just literally color picked, and for Connie, I gave her green eyes because people from India can have very impressive green eyes most of the time, or at least sometimes. I guess not everybody. And because I'm kind of obsessed with that, so I gave her green eyes. And since Steven is uh, the son of Pink Diamond, I gave him pink eyes. I'm not sure if it's like that in the show because they always color black except for in the dream sequence when he was remembering that he was part of Pink Diamond. Um, so I went ahead with pink eyes for Steven and for Lion, and I really like how this lion design came up. I don't usually draw animals mostly. I did for like my drawing animals class in college when I was getting my degree for animation, but other than that I really don't do it much. So I was a little intimidated because I wanted to make it look friendly but at the same time strong and at the same time kind of cute. So hopefully I got that. And for the record, this designs are on my t-shirts already. So if you want to get them, they are on the links below. And I already sold a Connie one, so there's really one t-shirt out there that's going to somebody from the manufacturer, and hopefully they enjoy it and they appreciate it. I did have a little fun making these drawings, and I cannot stop going on about the movie. I'm probably gonna rewatch it again. So I know that this has been like a just like a long rant. So let me stop the rant and show you the drawing. So these are the finished designs. This is Lion, lovely, strong and cute. Connie, determined, smart, and ready for action. And Steven, ready to fight, ready to defend, and ready to talk things out. And the entire family. So do you like these designs? Did you watch the movie? What did you think of Spinall? Did you think Stag was sexy? I'm completely obsessed now. So I'll probably be drawing him next. Um, the only thing that I didn't like about the movie, my only critique was that they kind of went and over the entire character development of all the characters. Like they lost their memories, so they were reset, and then they had to like regain their personality basically. I kind of didn't like that because it was kind of like retreading all the story beats from the entire series. And they kind of wasted Lapis Lazuli. She's one of my favorite characters. I did a design for her before, and yeah, she didn't get to do a whole lot. She was kind of like a background character. But then again, there's so many characters. Sure, I mean the animation was amazing. The animation, especially on Spinal during the fight scenes on her songs, super fluid, and her whole 1930s animation style. You know, the wacky and almost nightmare-inducing animation, and she has all these poses, and it was just but at the same time she was very charismatic because her song, the very opening song that she has is really good, and you just get her right away. I'm like, oh, you're scorned and you're back for revenge, and you just get it. I don't know, I empathize with her a little too much. But yeah, Stake for the win. And let me know if you like these designs, please. What you have, what I changed. I think I'm repeating myself at this point, but I think it's time to finish this video.